What is up, YouTube? For today, actually before I start that, my voice is back. I'm happy. Yay! Okay, that was irrelevant. But yeah, today's video is going to be about this supposed Kingdom Hearts 3 spoiler leak that happened maybe a couple days ago. It comes from 4chan, and I'm pretty sure you guys know how reliable 4chan is. I was hesitant at first on if I should even read these spoilers, because I absolutely hate spoilers, especially when it comes to Kingdom Hearts. But you know, it's Kingdom Hearts, and I figured if I go and check and there's no kind of confirmation, or if I can find some kind of contradicting evidence, then I wouldn't believe it. And you know, before we get into this, I do stress that there are some pretty heavy spoilers for the game if these are real. So if I were you, if you do not want to be spoiled in any way, whether this be real or not, I would leave this video now, like now, because I'm getting ready to discuss this goodness. With that being said, let's jump right into these spoilers. Now, this, like I said before, this comes from 4chan, so just keep that in mind. So apparently, you know, the penultimate world is the Keyblade Graveyard. A lot of people, you know, we've speculated this plenty of times, and you know, even Xehanort himself says that the Keyblade Graveyard is where it all comes to an end or whatever. So that's not really anything like too surprising. Says Sora wields the true Keyblade to counter Xehanort's false Keyblade. True Keyblade can return hearts, aka resurrect people. False Keyblade can destroy the universe, potentially killing Xehanort. Now, as far as I'm concerned, based on all the lore we have, we only know of one true Keyblade. Sure, there was that false Keyblade in Birth by Sleep, but that was made from one pure heart, and one pure heart of light and one pure heart of darkness. That gave us a false Keyblade. But if we have the true Keyblade, then where are we getting this false Keyblade from? I mean, we already have all the lights and darknesses there, so I'd assume that no other hearts can be used at that point, unless there's more people at the final battle than what we're led to believe. Now, if it's true that the true Keyblade can return hearts, do you guys really think that they wait until damn near the end of the game to return people to their, you know, actual state, like Ven and Xion and Terra? I mean I can see it happen. I guess we can save them in the end, but I feel like that's a little too late by then. I don't know. As far as the false Keyblade destroying the universe, well, the Birth by Sleep Keyblade didn't seem like it could do that at all, so I'm not really sure how that would fit into anything. But you know, again, I haven't even played the game, so you know, like I said, I'm just speculating on this right now. Kingdom Hearts Moon is unlocked. Yeah, I don't know what they mean by unlocked. I don't know if that's a world or... yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what that means. The final world is Moonhusk. Now, I assume that the Kingdom Hearts Moon is the Moonhusk, and we go into Kingdom Hearts. Again, this is nothing surprising for anybody. Everyone's speculating this because it is Kingdom Hearts 3. It's supposed to be the conclusion to the Xehanort saga. So again, this is something that we've all been waiting to see, and you know, it wouldn't be too shocking if we do see it. Well, at least it wouldn't be for me. Moving on. The truth is revealed. The true Kingdom Hearts Moon is currently an empty husk. There's no ultimate power or infinite knowledge within. Kingdom Hearts equals everyone's hearts, both light and dark light. It was created as a counterbalance to darkness in the beginning of time, plus gave birth to all current life. The first Keyblade War was a controlled experiment orchestrated by a mysterious puppet master, Master of Masters, to remake Kingdom Hearts by sacrificing everyone to its attempted recreation. Oh goodness, no, recreation, sorry. Resulted in the initial moon being destroyed, plus the worlds becoming separate. Now, that's a lot to digest. I mean, Kingdom Hearts is currently being empty. I don't know. I don't know. All of this right here is just like that's kind of going against what Xehanort has always thought. You know, like the Keyblade was supposed to give you the way to Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts is supposed to have all this power, and it's supposed to be the heart of all things. And if it's empty, I mean, I guess to an extent it'll make sense that, you know, everyone's heart, you know, has a host. Sure, maybe Kingdom Hearts would be empty, but I don't know, I find that really hard to believe, and if that is the case, it's awesome. But it being created as a counterbalance to darkness in the beginning of time, giving birth to all current life, that is extreme. I guess you can call Kingdom Hearts is light. I mean, Sora has said that in the first Kingdom Hearts game, and I thought it was just some BS that he was spouting, but this would explain that line. Sora saying that out of the blue, and then it actually being true was kind of, you know, mind-blowing. The first Keyblade War was a controlled experiment orchestrated by a mysterious puppet master. Yes, I'm actually in agreement with that. It seemed like an incredibly orchestrated experiment. And it's funny that the guy uses the word experiment, because the Master of Masters seems to be some kind of alchemist or a scientist, so him doing an experiment is not really out of the question, you know. But to remake Kingdom Hearts by sacrificing everyone to recreate it is like, again, I don't know, because he tasked his foretellers with protecting the light and stuff like that, but according to back cover, you know, Gula, he wanted to summon Kingdom Hearts, and apparently he seemed like he knew how, and, you know, by sacrificing everybody, it wouldn't really make too much sense, because they're the dandelions. If you wanted to get all the hearts together, wouldn't the dandelions have to, you know, suffer too? You know, there's way too many contradicting plot points that we have right now for that to even make sense. Xehanort is a pawn to get closer to Kingdom Hearts Moon. Turns into a Darkling by a no-name Keyblade after the truth is revealed. I don't like that. I mean, I guess I can see it. Xehanort being led to do this all for the sake of the Master of Masters. While it makes sense, it's also pretty much a cop-out, because you know how in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 we have Ansem and Xemnas, and then you find out the real villain is actually Xehanort. For the real villain to be the Master of Masters, it's kind of like, you're retreading on, you know, old plot points and plot developments that we've already had in previous games, and that's, ew. I mean, I've thought about it as an idea, but I don't know. I don't like it. As for no-name Keyblade turning him into a Darkling, I have no idea how or why it could even do that. I mean, that's unheard of, a Keyblade turning its user into a Darkling. Again, I don't have anything to really say about that. I'll just move on. Restored Terra sacrifices himself and kills Master Xehanort. Yeah, that's totally within his art. I can see that happening. He wants to make things right with Ven and Aqua. Totally see it. That's one thing I'll agree on. Young Xehanort merges with other Xehanorts into himself and becomes the final boss. That is trippy as hell. I don't see how that's happening, but we'll see. Sora almost dies. That's pretty vague. I can see it happen. He is the main star after all. We have to feel the stakes somewhere. Riku defeats merged Xehanort but dies. Seeing as how he's been a protagonist almost as much as Sora, I feel like one of them can die, but I don't necessarily believe it should be Riku, because he's going through way too much just to be killed off in, you know, the third numbered game. He still has so much potential to be better. He's finally come to terms with his darkness, and then just to kill him afterwards is kind of a letdown. Like, that's wasting his potential, you know. I don't know. Final battle creates a black hole that results in time distortions that could destroy the universe. Time distortions. I thought we were over time travel already. We need more time travel. Young Xehanort gets sent back through time to Destiny Islands with no memory. This world is just too small. Time loop secured for infinity. I mean, I guess that was, it's just happenstance that he happens to get caught in one of those time distortions that get sent back to Destiny Islands. Ew. Restored Ven sacrifices himself to stop Black Hole using his repaired heart. Terra Riku's hearts help. What? Restored Ven. That makes me feel like Ven was restored as this fight went down, and that's I don't like that. Sorry. Like, are you telling me that Ven is still in a coma throughout the whole game and doesn't come back until the last act? That's trash. Sorry. The light of everyone's heart, guided by Sora's voice, seals Black Hole. Worlds come back together as merged, unified Mega World. That's intense. I mean, the worlds are all connected again. I have no idea how that would even look story-wise. Does that mean we won't need a gummy ship anymore? Are there no more keyholes to lock? I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Moving on. Aqua retires to restored Land of Departure, becomes new headmaster to teach a new generation of Keyblade wielders. Honestly, I wish that role was reserved for Riku. I see that happening. I feel like the whole Birth by Sleep trio might be killed off just because, you know, their story really doesn't have a need to continue on. They already went through their trials in Birth by Sleep, and I feel like their story should end as it is. That's pretty much, Riku should be the one. He's the one that mastered light and darkness, and you know, he should teach people. That'd be great, you know. Anyway, Roxas, Xion, and Lee retire to real Twilight Town and start a new life. I totally see that happening. That's all they've ever wanted. That's all Roxas has ever wanted, just to be with his friends. Xion wanted the same thing, and Lee seems to want that as well. Perfect ending for them. Other organization members, their nobodies, get purged of Xehanor's heart and lose their memories. Ansem, son of Seeker of Darkness, and Xemnas are dead. Vanitas died with Ven. Data Riku returned to the journal. Sure, I guess memory loss is... I guess it has to happen. I don't know. If their hearts are being purged, I guess the heart, Xehanor's heart, was the only reason they even were being evil. I don't know. I don't have much of an opinion on that. Ansem and Xemnas should be dead. They should go back to their respective times so that, you know, the story can continue as it should. Vanitas dying with Ven, I would assume that they merged. Otherwise, I don't see why Vanitas would die with Ven, because it's not like if Ven dies, then Vanitas dies. They're just two separate halves of, you know. It's not like they're necessarily linked. Dadariku returned to the journal. That makes sense. Maleficent and Pete remain alive. Maleficent leaves Book of Prophecies to Jiminy and Mickey. Pete goes back to Disney Town and into hiding. Maleficent travels through time to solve the mystery of the Master of Masters. Now, how the hell is she going to travel through time in the first place? Because she's already done it. If you're aware of Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, she's been set back to the present. So unless she's losing her heart again, or somehow goes through one of those time distortions, she's not going anywhere. And, you know, I guess she does get the Book of Prophecies. That's cool. Pete going back to Disney Town, going into hiding. Yeah, I mean, you're still a bad guy, so you gotta go. Needless to say, this leak does not mention Maleficent or Pete's plans throughout the whole leak. So, again, another thing is making me question whether this is valid or not. All Disney characters return to their proper places, but must learn to cope with each other. Yeah, I suppose. Light and darkness become rebalanced. I mean, Xehanort was the only person to say that it wasn't, so... Okay. Book of Prophecies hints at the existence of other hidden worlds to be revealed in the future. I can totally see that. The future has to come. I mean, the world continues, and if the Book of Prophecy it really exists the way we think it is, then, you know, No Name must still be around, and it's seeing things, and it must exist in the future still. So yeah, we're probably going to see more worlds. Sora and Kairi return to Destiny Islands. Relationship strongly implied. They both become Keyblade Masters. Now, from my understanding, Keyblade transformation comes with Keyblade Mastery, and this is from Nomura himself saying that, you know, I really do have to find the quote later on. I might edit the video. I'm not entirely sure if I really care to do so. But Sora, he is supposed to be a master in order to transform his Keyblade based on what Nomura has been saying. So if he goes through the whole game and becomes a master at the end, that's whack. But I guess I can see it happening too. Statues of Ven, Riku, and Terra are erected in Radiant Garden. Much respect. Disney villains go back into hiding, as expected. Jiminy's journal mysteriously gets filled with the names of thousands of Keyblade wielders from the first Keyblade War. I'm not sure why that would happen out of the blue, but awesome. Ansem the Wise returns to Radiant Garden and passes on leadership to Yenzo. Mind you, we don't get any kind of information based on Ansem the Wise throughout this whole leak, so I'm assuming all this information has to do with the ending of the game. Trash. Sora hears a mysterious voice call out to him and uses Keyblade to open a new door. It wouldn't be Kingdom Hearts without some kind of, tease towards the next game or saga, so I can see something like that happening. Credits have dedication to Leonard Nimoy and Chikao Otsuka, which are Master Xehanort's voice actors. I hope that we do get some kind of call out for them, because they have done an amazing job voicing our favorite villain. This leak also supposedly has the the world list for the game, and what makes this leak even more discreditable is the fact that it leaves out 2 confirmed worlds, and we know we're getting a trailer on the 10th, so if we really want to find out if this is true, we'll just have to match whatever world reveal we get on the 10th, if it's a world reveal, to the leak. And here are the worlds in this leak, both Disney and original worlds. Kingdom of Corona, Toy Box, 100 Acre Wood, the Caribbean, Arendelle, Twilight Town being a central hub, Mysterious Tower, Destiny Islands and Radiant Garden cutscenes only, Clone World, Castle Oblivion / Land of Departure, Tower Dimension, Keyblade Graveyard, Kingdom Hearts, End of Sea, and an Arena World mentioned. Now, at first glance, I was just like, what? This is a world list? That sounds so crazy. But we're already missing San Francisco from this list and Monsters Inc. So that right there already tells me, like, what's going on, man? You're supposed to be leaking, but you give us, not all the information, especially right here, because this definitely would have made it more believable. So, no, I don't. In the end, I don't really believe it. There's too many things that I can't really agree with. I mean, it's not my story, so I can't really say if it should end this way or not. But a lot of things that have been revealed in this leak directly contradict with a lot of things Nomura has said, or we've seen in interviews and stuff like that. I personally don't like covering leaks, but I read the first 2 lines when someone first showed me, and I just couldn't believe the leak, so that made me want to cover it more. I didn't want to warn people that the leaks might be out there, and I figured I'd take one for the team to let you guys know that, hey, it's out there. I'll check it out. If it seems believable, no, stay clear. Do not look at it. Skedaddle. But if it's fake, by all means, if you're interested, look at it. No big deal. Yeah, that's all this leak really has. Anyway, that's the only thing that's really important. So if you guys like the content, please like and subscribe, and keep in touch, because I will be following up if there's more leaks. So with that being said, I will see you guys later. Peace.